Lead and Feel. If you're not a born leader, you will never become one, so basically you are doomed. And there is no point in listening to that podcast. Wait. Let's rewind it. And let's give me a chance, please. Let's maybe first check out what actually I really mean by leadership. Maybe it's not a huge thing, something unachievable, and just maybe give you a bit of a small teaser what I actually mean by leadership. So maybe something sounds interesting right now for you. If yes, grab a coffee, grab a drink, make yourself comfortable on the couch or whatever you are tuning from, and then let's just get started. So let me start with the fact that I can't believe it's happening. I can't believe I'm just recording my first episode of a podcast. Like, what the hell was I thinking? If you would just tell me that last year in February, just pre-pandemic times, that now 12 months later, I'll be sitting in my small room, holding my microphone and recording a podcast about leadership, I'll be like, what? What are you talking about? Have you just gone out of your mind? But apparently, maybe I have gone out of my mind. Anyways, I'm quite excited here and thrilled doing it and looking at my computer right now and checking my notes, what's going to happen now in this episode. So I hope this excitement also can be contagious. I hope you feel energized and maybe curious what I actually have to say, and I hope it will be also meaningful to you. So in this episode, as I already mentioned, I'll be laying grounds about leadership overall in general. So not everyone is a born leader. That's, I guess, a fact. But then can you become one over time? Or is it your inner traits and your personality that make you a leader in the end? I don't think there is one straight answer to it. But I believe you can become one at any point in time, or you can consciously decide to act like a leader in different situations in your life, only if you want to, and only if you are really aware of what you're doing and what actually takes to be a leader in terms of your mindset, your attitude, your actions, and your words. So even though you can become a leader, as I already told you that, at least in my opinion, can you be an effective one? Or, even more importantly, can you be an authentic one? And lastly, what motivates you to become a leader or to act like a leader? So yes, I agree. A lot of questions and quite big ones too. So with this episode, I would like to just only draw an outline of what leadership means to me, what my shortcutted path was towards leadership, or basically towards my interest in it. So let's go down to it. So leadership, to many, including me, whenever I think of leadership or being a leader, is this, super powerful, charismatic person, guy, probably mainly in my eyes or in my head back in the days, whom everyone is following, who is on the stage, all eyes are on him and everyone is admiring him. So yeah, that's basically my first picture of a leader, especially when I was about to just start my career, start working in a professional way. So my first career experience, me being shy, because I was the youngest one and a female, I was super afraid and scared, while everyone else seemed so mature and experienced. They were married, having families almost, buying houses, having mortgages, and they all seemed to know all the answers and have the knowledge. And yes, these were my limiting beliefs, which were annoying, and they were affecting my energy at work. And also, the energy I was radiating towards others. So I was looking up to those confident people with charisma, big mouth, wit, sharp humor, and talking to myself internally like, "Oh, come on, I also want to be like them. This is so cool and so inspiring. I want to be admired too." Like, yes, sorry, indeed, I have to admit, I wanted also to kind of pamper my ego from time to time. So I think I always had this inner drive to lead or to take action, get things done, make an impact. just move forward. So whenever I was in a group, in a sports club or in a university, in the end, I just wanted to move on. So usually taking on the leader role was helping me get there, right? So that's what I did kind of naturally. So this mindset kept me going. And I flipped my beliefs from, oh, I'm too young and how can I say anything if I'm the youngest one here and the least experienced one, into a belief or into a mindset or an attitude to, oh my God, so fucking awesome. I'm the youngest one here, so I can learn from those guys way faster than they did. So I will be already having experience and knowledge from them at my age. And I'm still here. So there's still a reason, apparently, I'm here, needed, and accepted. So let's just go on and suck it up and embrace my insecurities. So, yeah, all right. Mental work was done, or at least work in progress. However, I was still getting stuck because how could I be one of them, one of those inspiring leaders, while I always had this stage fright? I was so afraid of, being on the stage, yet I really liked it at the same time, like kind of a sadist, masochist kind of thing. And I really sucked and hated being the loud one in the group, the big mouth with just taking all the attention and time. And yeah, I just did not like those things. So then I was thinking, maybe I'm too soft and too quiet and too nice to be a leader. Maybe just not for me in the end. So I didn't have the answers for that. But again, what kept me going was basically following what was giving me energy. Like kind of, intuitively behaving in certain situations. I still love to lead, projects, people, my own day, my own life, planning, goals, etc. So somehow I still believe that had to be a way, to kind of call myself a leader in some way, or at least be more confident about like, hey, I'm also a leader. So along this journey, what I learned in the end is that you don't have to be like them. I just simply had to do homework and to explore and find my own style, my own leadership style, which I think this is the essence of living your life authentically, finding your own style and your own way of doing it and of own way of doing things. So, with a small story, now the question is, what does leadership mean to me now? So for me, leadership is by far is a mindset, an attitude to life, to work, to facing problems, challenges, taking decisions or making plans, solving conflicts, basically everything. It's basically that mindset, that energy you've got in your head whenever you are about to do something, solve a problem, face a situation, move on with your life, etc. So you don't need people to follow you per se, like the employees do towards the manager. They have to follow the manager because it's the manager, they get paid for it, and that's it. And he is a leader in some way. But then leadership and its traits, its mindset, its scope goes way beyond that, in my opinion. It's basically taking the ownership of what you do with all the consequences and the ability to change things if something doesn't work for you. So you don't wait passively and reactively for things to happen to you. You let things happen for yourself. So in a relationship with others, at work, at home, in a sport club, or in any other way that there's more people around you, it is showing your true self, not being afraid of failure, showing trust, being humble yet confident, giving guidance with an open mind and space for improvisation. So you work on your vision, you know your values, you keep your integrity, and you know yourself. Or at least you commit to getting there, or to getting to know yourself, to getting to work on yourself better and better each day. So once you are true to yourself, or at least the commitment is there, I notice, or I think your tribe is being created. You are attracted and attract people with similar values who inspire you and are inspired by you. Once I decided that I don't need to be the loud leader at my work, that I don't need to be the selling person, to keep selling myself, that I can actually just also be the quieter one, the bottom up, empowering leader who thrives in building relationships. When this finally kind of absorbed into me, sunk into my internal system, so to speak, things started to go smoothly. And in no time, I realized my tribe is pretty impressive, full of amazing people. So I could go on for ages with this. And yes, I'm getting too excited about it. So let me finish here with asking you a few questions, which could be also a lovely start of a meaningful conversation with someone that you live with tonight. So let me start with there first. Very classical, basic question, obviously. What does leadership mean to you? Who is a leader to you in your surroundings, in your environment, or maybe a big personas in the world? And maybe also why? Why do you look up to them? Is it their ambience? Is it their integrity? What they do in their life? What they speak about? What they commit to? And then when it comes to you, yourself, since you don't have to be a full-time leader all the time, right? 24/7. Maybe you can notice some patterns. In which situations do you tend to be a leader? Do you tend to take the leader role more naturally or even more unconsciously? And then maybe also in which spheres of your life? Is it at work? Is it at your home, in your family, in your relationship, with your friends, in a sport club or a book reading club, you name it. Maybe there are some areas where you feel more comfortable, more confident to do it, and some maybe not. Maybe it will be also interesting to explore which. And of course, I love the question, the why. Like, why is it happening this way? And then finally, bring the whole component of emotions and feelings. How does it feel for you when you act like a leader? How do you feel in your body? And what kind of emotions associate you with that? And what kind of emotions are accompanying you when you are in that leadership mindset? Like when it comes to me, whenever I feel like, oh yes, now I'm in charge, now I'm in control, I'm owning it, and I really feel like I'm a leader, I feel pride. I feel empowerment. I feel also ownership. I feel responsible for myself and for others. And I just feel a little bit taller, like the whole pride feeling. I just feel very grounded and very energized, like being leader and being really in touch with what you need to do at this moment and taking responsibility. Of course, sometimes it can be scary or it's kind of overwhelming because it's quite big. But in the end, for me, it gives me kind of this adrenaline kick. Like, yes, now I'm in charge. Now I'm gonna make things happen. Now I'm gonna get shit done, and I will solve X, Y, Z. Of course, not all the time it's like this. Sometimes it's like, oh my God, I don't want to be a leader. I don't want to be in the spotlight. Let someone else decide for me, please. But then in the end, I think because it's a mindset and it's the thing that you decide every day for yourself, I just truly enjoy it. And I truly enjoy this empowering feeling and then also letting the others feel the same, like it's so rewarding in the end. So yeah, with all those questions, I just want to, leave you in peace, maybe let you reflect a little bit with yourself, with your beloved ones or with your colleagues. And I just showed you a bit of an outline, started a conversation, a dialogue with you all about the leadership, about the definition of it. Maybe it's also changing over time. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it sparked some reflections. See you in the next episode where I'll be diving a little bit deeper, even more in some concepts and aspects like trust, ownership, insecurities, conflicts, and everything that is basically human. So have a lovely day or have a good night. And don't forget to lead and feel. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.